The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
On Wednesday night at the Kohl Center, the Badgers closed out the home portion of their schedule with a 6-point victory against Purdue. Now they get ready for Sunday night's regular season finale at Nebraska. We'll sit down with head coach Bo Ryan and talk about this past week in Wisconsin basketball. We'll also hear from a couple of young men who are redshirting this season, but getting better all around as players. We'll hear from Jordan Smith and Zak Showalter. All of that coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
Step to his right, flips to Ben Bruss, rotates to Jackson, baseline left, slips a pass into Hayes, and he wraps it around up and in, going left to right. Hayes attacking the rim. Gaining with a pass for Dukin, right wing. Feeds Kaminsky, he'll try a three, right of the circle, and he splashed it. Frank Kaminsky from distance, 16-8 Wisconsin, 11:05 left in the half. And he'll snap one off just inside the arc, back rim, no. Dukin keeps it alive with a tip to Kaminsky, knocked away, but getting it back is Brust. Throwing to Frank, feeds Trey, free ball left pocket, got it. Jackson was 7, 19-8 Wisconsin, and a timeout taken by Matt Painter. Now at 10, Trey, right of the lane, back out to Kaminsky for three, straight on, straight in. Oh my goodness, Frank Kaminsky is hot from long range. Down the lane, right hand, slam dunk, Sam Decker. Inbounds pass to Brust, across half court, he'll hoist one up, he hit it! Ben Brust for three! Snaps off at three, right of the circle, it is off the rim and in! Jackson strikes again! Out the Gosser for three, he hit it again.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Zimbrick Buick GMC, by Adidas, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
One day, cancer as we know it will cease to exist. But until then, there will be no rest, for they are the ones who push science, who seek more effective protocols and preventions, the ones who treat the most complex of cancers in search of cures. They are the world-renowned physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the University of Wisconsin Carbone Cancer Center, Wisconsin's only nationally designated comprehensive cancer center. UW Health. Remarkable.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good-looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy, and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/dairyimpactwisconsin.
I know something about winning championships, and at Zimbrick Buick and GMC, you have one. Zimbrick Buick's tradition of customer care dates back to 1965.
And Zimbrick continues to provide each of our customers with high-quality personal service you can rely on.
I'm part of the Zimbrick Buick and GMC team, and you should be too.
Trey at the free throw line. Wiggles in the lane, throws to Koenig, flips to Kaminsky, open three, right of the circle, book. Nothing but net for Frank Kaminsky.
It's good when the script works, and there's no guarantee in sports that it will, but senior night was a good night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they defeated Purdue 76-70. A couple of notes here. It was senior night, a lot of emotion. Good news is there is basketball to be played, but Purdue wasn't really willing to go with this script for a while. They didn't go away. Tough group, but your guys were able to hold them off.
Well, very familiar to the whole scenario of the Big Ten season for all teams. You know, really, if you were to break this season down, still with another game to go, and look at the runs, the down points, the up points, and kind of the wavy ride in the middle, this has been the craziest season in the Big Ten that you know, I think any of the coaches that have been around have seen. So what you want to hope is that at this time of the year you're playing your best ball, but then there are teams that were playing their best ball earlier in the year, then all of a sudden hit bumps, and more than one, and us included, and all of a sudden, you know, you always hope you can get it back. And so fortunately our guys have done a pretty good job of you know, bouncing back from a couple tough losses, some shooting slumps, things like that. And you got to have more in the tank, though, when it comes this time of the year, because it's one, and then you pack up the bags.
Would I be right in saying that your group of guys does a good job of ignoring the noise? I mean, clearly they will listen to coaches, but they don't get too caught up in the positive or negatives that they may hear or see in Twitter or whatever. They don't seem to get too wound up on that. You know?
No, and if they do, they keep it, because they know once they get around me, it's, okay, let's take care of this drill, then we'll go to the next drill, let's prepare for this team. And that's our function, is to try to keep them even-keeled. Even though people like yourself in the media always try to
can't trust
make
us.
it right, make it something
the greatest or the worst, you know, that's the way it is.
So, you know, and it's always somewhere right in the middle, isn't it?
Exactly.
But they have been staying pretty even-keeled.
We could go through every guy on your roster and about the improvement, how he's grown. I think a lot of the guys like me, as you say, have really enjoyed watching Frank Kaminsky, a 7-footer who can put the ball on the floor, score in a variety of ways, which he clearly did the other night again against Purdue, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's been getting a lot more attention from other teams, whether it's with a double team or putting more pressure on him on the outside after he'd hit those threes. I mean, he's capable of hitting threes, so he gets pressured a lot more by teams, and also gets a lot more help down in the post. But he's been getting better at passing. He's always been a good passer, but now, because of the way teams are playing him, he's been forced to be an even better decision maker, and he's done a good job of that.
It seemed like in the 2 Purdue games, Bo, I don't know how much attention was given to it outside, but they're a good rebounding team, a really good rebounding team. You get a push down there in West Lafayette, and it's awfully close to a push here. Of all the things that you look at, is that a pretty important stat line in the success against Purdue this season?
Well, yeah, because they're very aggressive. Very handsy. They use their hands quite a bit, and sometimes you pay for it, and sometimes it helps you. So we did shoot a lot of free throws, which we needed to, because that was the nature of the game, because they were putting a lot of pressure on us. I thought our guys handled that well.
You get ready for Nebraska now, and we obviously are taping this before the ball game, but the Badgers will have a top 3 finish. That we know. This season in the Big Ten, which, again, the streak continues. And we talk about top 4. You guys are going to be top 3 here, and finish second or third, depending on how the weekend unfolds. But closing out against Nebraska, it seems unusual. The first time you face somebody is the last game of the regular season. It's forever ago.
Does that seem right? Does that seem right?
Seems different.
It is different. It's different because really that was never the way conferences were set up. You know, be realistic, conferences were set up that each team would, in basketball, you play at their place and you play at your place. Obviously, that can't happen with the number of games and how many teams are in the league now. So those days are gone, and you have to just prepare as whatever unfolds when they send you the schedule. Oh, here we have this. But Nebraska, here you're playing a team at a time, and I still say, records have a lot to do with who you play, where you play them, and when you play them. And teams are saying that about us, too. A lot of people, everybody wanted to jump on the schedule when we were, you know, not shooting it well. And not, everybody's like, hey, can we move our game up with Wisconsin? Sure. No, in all reality, and it's going to get even crazier with the addition of the 2 teams next year and how we only play X number of teams twice. So when the schedule comes out, you know, you just grin and bear it, and knowing that everybody else is in the same boat. But you're right, playing a team for the first time, the last game of the regular season, is unusual.
We've talked about it with the Kohl Center crowds and how good they've been with the weather being what it is, but it's the thing about the Big Ten that, among other things, I enjoy as a fan of the game. The arenas, the intensity, game in and game out. You've been in some other places where the weather was bad, but the crowds might not have been as big as they normally would be, but they're loud.
Yeah,
they're all over.
You know, and some of them, their acoustics are set up a little bit differently. So, you know, for our fans to get this building as loud as some of the other smaller places, they really have to ratchet it up as far as their enthusiasm, and they have. In many games at home here, and even in a couple of those close ones that we took on the right-hand side, we got back into games because of the energy that our fans brought. And you know, in every facility, again, we will lead the nation. Our conference will lead the nation in attendance, and that says a lot for basketball in this league.
Yeah, some major numbers attendance-wise all across the conference here this season in Big Ten basketball. Coach Ryan will rejoin us in a few minutes with a great day and great question of the week. And we'll also hear from a couple of young men redshirting this year, but you better believe they are helping their team every day. Zak Showalter and Jordan Smith. All of that and more coming up as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Right wing, he'll throw to Brust at the top, long three, straight on, straight in. Then Brust, who went 4 of 7 from deep at Penn State on Sunday, rips one through from distance here.
Yeah, it was nice to have, you know, everyone smiling in the locker room and smiling after the game, and you know, it makes it much better for everyone, and the seniors included, you know, especially, and you know, much better to get a win on your last time on the home floor, and had some amazing experiences here at the Kohl Center, and looking forward to see what we can do the rest of the way. You know, it was definitely cool, you know, going out there for one last time, you know, with your parents and your family, and but like I said, I think we were all focused on getting the job done because we know how much that makes it better for the seniors and then everyone collectively as a whole.
Very important for us. You know, we love them, and you know, I've been with them for 3 years now and developed great relationships with all of them. And, you know, last year it was kind of tough sending the seniors out on a sour note, and we didn't want that to happen again. So, you know, we wanted to do it for them.
And he'll snap one off just inside the arc, back rim, no. Dukin keeps it alive with a tip to Kaminsky, knocked away, but getting it back is Brust. Throwing to Frank, feeds trade, 3-ball left pocket, got it.
Yeah, we were just taking what they were giving us, and it was good to, you know, get some shots going down. And second half was good to, you know, get the ball moving, get them in foul trouble a little bit, and get to the free throw line. And I thought we did a good job. I thought the score was a little, you know, misrepresentative of the game, just because I thought we did a good job throughout the entire game, keeping control of it. And they got a little, you know, throughout the end of the game, they got a lot of fouls, which it's tough. Got to adjust to it, and I thought we played well though.
You know, if somebody's going under ball screens on Trey and he doesn't shoot the ball, I'm going to get upset with him, like he said. You know, it's just it's different for every player. It's everyone's got to learn throughout the Big Ten, you know, what defenders are going to give you, and then just kind of try and exploit that. So I think, you know, it's been a little bit of a learning curve this year, and I think I'm starting to understand it.
Yeah, we play a great team on Sunday at Nebraska. From what I've heard, it's one of the hardest places to play at in the Big Ten, and great venue, and they're going to bring the energy there. So we're going to get prepared for them, and then, you know, moving forward, we have the Big Ten tournament, and then, you know, that's nothing's guaranteed other than the first game that you have. So we just got to stay on it and keep working on getting better as a team, and stick together through everything.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
Here is a story I'd like to impart, a tale of a little girl's sick, ailing heart. It begins with her doctor and favorite nurse, then on to her blankie and polka dot purse. As we are the UW, it is doubly true. We have gizmos and gadgets all shiny and new. With talents and skill and brain power galore, we fixed Kennedy's heart, so she is sick no more. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
The buzzer beaters, the high school tournaments, the conference titles, truly the court of champions. Parker Street Productions, LLC has acquired pieces of the basketball court used at the Kohl Center from 1998 until 2008, now making them available to you. 61 teams walked off this court with a trophy. Now you can take home your own trophy, a piece of history. Log on to courtofchampions.com today.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Marshall to the forecourt. George with 12 points. He is 4 of 6 from downtown in this game. Bohannon to Showalter. Nice feed inside. Jordan Smith low on the right layup. Good.
Growing up, you practice against the same people every day, but then you get to go out and beat up on somebody that's not your teammate. But now it's just beating up on the same guys every day, and it's hard. But I needed to do it and need to get better at certain things, so it's something you have to do.
What are some of the things that you're working on trying to make the most of this season?
Especially this year, I'm really focusing on my defense and ball handling. I came in as a freshman, I was small, probably 160 pounds. I've put on about 20 pounds, which is good. And just the ball handling, it's a lot more difficult to handle the ball against bigger guys and stronger guys. So just the ball handling and the defense are the two main things I've been working on the hardest.
Goes inside, caught by Bruss, mid-post right, kicks to Showalter for 3, left of the circle. It's good. Showalter, that's his first three-point hit as a Badger.
It's weird that I haven't played a game since, I couldn't even tell you the last time. Penn State last year is probably the last time I played, so it's probably about a full year from now. It's just, I don't know, I'm bored.
What are some of the things that you're working on?
Just having a more consistent shot, I'd say. Better ball handler, better decision maker, basically. Those 3 things I think can help me next year, definitely. Coming to practice knowing that's basically my games. I know that's the only time I'm going to be able to play that week, and when we have a game, it's an off day for me. So, I mean, yeah, just looking at it differently. I was more preparing to, just be on top of my game, and now I'm just hoping that our guys are ready to go and just take on the battle of the other team. So,
both of those guys are pretty strong guys, so their development has been more basketball stuff, ball handling, decision making, stuff like that, just getting more comfortable in the flow. And being on the scout team gives them a lot of opportunity to do that. They get more reps, they get to play different guys, so they're trying to do things that normally might be out of their comfort zone, and there's not really a lot of repercussion, so they feel confident doing it because their job at that point is just to imitate what player that they're portraying.
All the guys that you are going up against now, they were all the best players on their high school teams, so it's like the competition, it keeps bottlenecking, right?
Yeah, it does. It's but again, it's fun. Every year it's new. You get used to people, you get used to tendencies. I used to be really bad at defense. That was the main thing, and then this year, I think it's fun just to see yourself, not only yourself, but everybody else develop. And for me personally, it's fun to be able to see that I can kind of stay with guys now and practice against them and give them a good look on defense, which is the most important thing, especially right now when I'm redshirting. Like I said, giving them good looks, so not only helping myself, but helping everybody else as well.
Yeah, just trying to prepare our guys as best as we're able to. Just trying to have them ready. Try to give them a look that they're going to see in the game whenever we play. So just trying to do the best we can for those guys.
You know, obviously being a competitor, you want to do everything you can to help. I mean, during practice, obviously, you can try as hard as you can to emulate somebody during practice, but come game time, there's not a whole lot me, Showalter, any of the redshirting guys can do to help, which, yeah, it's difficult, but at the same time, you have to find the different ways that you can help, encouraging people, telling people what you see, and trying to offer the best input that you can.
It's easier, or I learn a lot more watching, just having a year to watch and see some more concepts that are happening on the court. Where, I mean, I learned a lot last year, my freshman year, but a full another year is definitely helping my game, hopefully, in the future.
You know, just to stay competitive is the main thing. Like you said, it's hard when you're not going out and playing in games every week. You're just playing against the same people. It's hard to stay motivated sometimes, but I'd say that's the biggest thing they say is just stay focused and motivated. Even though you're not playing under the lights, playing in front of people, you still got to show people what you can do and prove yourself and practice every day. You see stuff from the bench that you don't necessarily see while you're playing, so I think it doesn't really make a difference how well we're doing. It's just, yeah. You just want to be out there as much as you
can. I know something about winning championships, and at Zimbrick Buick and GMC, you have one. Zimbrick Buick's tradition of customer care dates back to 1965.
And Zimbrick continues to provide each of our customers with high-quality personal service you can rely on.
I'm part of the Zimbrick Buick and GMC team, and you should be too.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good-looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
This is Andrew Zielsdorf. He plays hockey. This is leukemia. It's bad business. This is Andrew's oncology team. They love Andrew. They don't like leukemia. And thanks to them, Andrew is now cancer-free. Booyah. They are the world-renowned physicians, scientists, and nurses at the American Family Children's Hospital, pioneers in pediatric cancer care. UW Health. Remarkable.
Whether you're out there training for a big event or you're just trying to stay in shape, I have a bit of advice. It's important to remember that what happens after the workout is just as important as what happens during the workout. My advice? Be sure to refuel with low-fat chocolate milk. It has the perfect mixture of protein, carbs, and electrolytes to help you refuel, rehydrate, and build muscle. In Wisconsin, athletes win with low-fat chocolate milk. And you can too. To learn more, visit winwithchocolatemilk.com.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Zimbrick Buick GMC, by Adidas, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Time for the Great Day and Great Question of the Week. And for it this week, we check in with Katie from Kaukauna, who is an observant fan, as all of you folks are tuning into this show. Sunday night game to close out the regular season, Sunday night on the road. A lot of 8 o'clock weeknight games, home and on the road. She saying, is it safe to assume that the academic support folks have been a big asset to the young men in this program?
Well, first of all, Katie, that's a very good point you're making. We have to bring student athletes in here. We cannot, it's very difficult to bring weak academic students in here to play basketball at the University of Wisconsin. It's the way it should be here. You have to have the grades, you have to have the background, because in basketball, more so than any other sport, you travel more during the week, more classes missed, more and the times, as you mentioned. So first of all, we have to have young men, and I give them all the credit in the world, that are so dedicated to making sure they take care of their academics, and no matter what the schedule is. So we do have a lot of support from academic services. The fact that about 8 years ago, we got an office, an academic facility here in the Kohl Center, which yours truly had been asking for 5 years before that, and we finally had it put in. And it has definitely helped all the sports that are headquartered over here in the Kohl Center. And also the support that we get from the academic service people when we go on the road. They do proctor tests, because we have to take tests. On the road, they have projects that they work on and some help that they can get. So it is very organized, and our players are very conscientious about it, and we certainly appreciate that. And Katie gives me a chance to say thank you to all of the academic support people.
Absolutely.
But thanks for your question.
Yep, absolutely. The hectic schedule gets more so this week. Our Great Day and Great Question of the Week, as always, sponsored by the 4 locations in Madison, on the east side of town, downtown, Fitchburg, as well as Hilldale, and of course the Great Day up in Wausau as well. We mentioned the schedule gets more and more hectic. Sunday night game to close out the regular season, 6:30 tip-off Central Time in Lincoln, Nebraska and Wisconsin. The Badgers will be playing in Indianapolis on Friday evening in the Big Ten tournament. We'll see what happens after that. But we know the following week they'll be busy as well, making yet another appearance in the NCAA tournament. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Wisconsin cheese, making good food great.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.